Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, today is the 7th day, right? Okay, 7th day of hello. Yeah, today is the 7th day of our research methodology training course. The number 7 is lucky, lucky number, right? Yeah, the early morning. Yeah, today early morning, you also have the lucky money, right? You have received the lucky money. Am I right? For some students, huh? For some students, but not for some students. Yes, this afternoon also, you will receive some ideas about the research ethics, right? So the 7th day, number 7 is very lucky number. I believe that, right? Okay, here today the topic what I would like to discuss with you all is research ethics, concept and conducts, right? Concept and conducts. So under this title, today we will study what is research ethic. When do we commonly commit research ethics, the general commit of the research ethics, and how should we ethically conduct in doing our research? This is our contents of today's studies. So at the end of this study, I hope that you will get the knowledge of what research ethics means, the concept, and how should we do our research ethically, the conduct, right? Or the conduct. So that is my expectation from this study. So today the method of my discussion is not only my speaking alone, right, from my point of view, but I love to listen to your colorful discussions. So yesterday I have already sent my presentation slide to be better discussions, right? So here is my expectation. I have already addressed my expectation. You will, at the end of this study, you will receive what research ethics concept and how should we ethically conduct our research conduct, more the conduct. So this is my expectation from my study. So if you have already know about these 2 points, yeah, I respectfully request you can go here and there, right? It is not confined with the strict rules and regulation about this class. This is from point of our university. But most of university, so generally, they conduct such a kind of workshop, with the strict rules and regulations. That is, without participation in this workshop, this student could not submit their proposal or their title, right? The university not allowed to make the presentation without participation in such a kind of workshop. This is the university, the nature of general nature of the university, what I have seen, right? But now here is no rules and regulations, so it depends on you. As your wish, you can listen or you can go here and there. It's no problem, right? It's no problem. So in this intention, we arranged this workshop. Actually, this such a kind of movement is called the research workshop. Right? Here, the professors and all students closely discuss about the difficulties of the students and the guideline of the professors. Right? I do hope very much from the discussions from you, not the delivery from one place, handing the microphone and delivering the speech, not from one place. I hope meaningful discussion. So we arrange such a kind of research workshop. But for some conditions, we change the name research workshop from research workshop to research methodology training course, right? Because of some condition. Actually, our intention is to get a close discussion between the professors and your researchers. Because now, currently, your situation is going to write the proposal, right, for the PhD candidate. But for the MA students, they are now writing their thesis. So they may face with several difficulties in selecting topic and formulating aims and objectives, formulating the research problem like this. So for that intention, we made such a kind of research workshop. But now we change the name, research methodology training course, right? So here, in here, my special request is here is not confined with the strict rules and regulations. So it is freelance, right? Freelance. So today our study is this one, right? Research ethics, commonly or general comments and ethically conduct. So before my discussions, I would like to take some observations from you. How do you understand about the topic? So I would like to make some observation about the topic. I would like to know your existing knowledge about the research ethics. So here I arranged two questions. What is research ethics and why do we need to follow research ethics in our doing research? So anyway, anyone, please share your idea with us. Any of these questions, right? So I need your 4 or 5 my brothers, right? What is research ethic? How do you understand? Before I teach, before I share my knowledge, before I share my my knowledge, how is your existing knowledge? I want to observe, and then after this discussion, I will check again your knowledge, how improve before this discussion and after the discussion. So please express your words whenever, please. No, openly and friendly. You? Okay, what is research ethics? Or which question would you like to discuss?
Yeah, first, this is in my opinion. Research ethics is a rule rules of code of conduct to be followed during research process.
So conduct,
we need to follow these types of ethics because research is a scholarly work, so we must respect ourselves and other scholars. So we need to follow this kind of research.
Okay, thank
you.
This
kind of ethics.
Thank you. Please, okay, raise clapping, for appreciation. Okay, thank you, Venerable. Okay,
Venerable sir, I think that research ethics is obeying the rule and regulation in making research, but I think it is more than obeying the rule and regulation. But it is a process in my mind, because in our mind, it is a need to control our identity and
dignity.
Dignity, kondeka,
dignity.
And other researchers, their work, and we are respectively make our new contributions and also etc. So research ethics is obeying rule and regulation and maintaining ourselves to with our identity and also pure mind. And why we need to follow research ethics is, belongs in this answer. So I think this way.
Okay, thank you. Is it more better? Right? Okay, thank you. Okay. No other. From this row. Okay, Rajinda. Right.
Firstly, I would like to say thank you. I think research when we collect the data, at that time we need to be honesty, we need to be courage, we need to responsibility for that. Without we cannot have research ethics. Whatever we do, we have to responsibility for this research. I think, in my opinion, that is research ethics. Why do we need to follow research ethics? For that question, if we don't have the result at the our thesis or our dissertation will not be complete, will not be
Right.
total.
Right.
That is, in my opinion.
Great. Great. Anyway, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay, please behind you. More than in the area of data collection. Okay. At the level of the publication or submission, it is also important. Right? Thank you. Anyway, welcome.
Thank you, Vante. And I think this is a kind of moral principles regarding our research work, especially when we do the research, and we should follow some code of conduct,
Right.
and such as honesty and not while quoting we should put the person's name and who especially and commented on this thing, so that we should not steal others people's writing, and this is a complete moral behavior, and maintaining full of honesty, and giving the credit to our previous scholar, and I think this type of morality is called research ethics.
Ethic. And then another point. Why do
And
we need
I
to
think
follow?
we should follow, because to be a good researcher and to contribute without following the research ethics, we cannot be a good researcher, and this is very important point, I think. And so not only here, and this is ethics is in our way of life, every life, in everyday's life also we should follow the ethics. So even the doing research also, and we should follow the ethics. Ethics is the main foundation. Suppose the Buddha also told the sila. Sila is the foundation of our higher wisdom.
Right.
So this is also, this type of thing, and I think.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Your interpretation here, what I understand is the research ethics like a moral principle, sila.
Yes,
right?
yes, like
Right.
moral
Yeah,
principle.
moral principle. It's everywhere we need the moral principle.
But,
social
concerning our writing.
ethics. Like here, especially in writing,
in
right?
writing, yes.
Writing or doing research.
Yes.
Okay, moral principle is very wide area in the social ethic. In the
Yes.
business area, business ethic, right?
Yes,
like this,
that-
right?
that is
So
my
here,
opinion.
yes, especially in doing our research.
Yes.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Vanu.
thank you. Thank you.
Okay, the last one from this point. The last one, whenever. Who? I'm a student. Okay, here. The last one. Oh, here, nearly to have an hour. Yeah, this is the last one.
In my opinion, research is not a response and other scholar and in my work. Sometimes we collect data. For example, we reach Atagra. At the time, some are confused. At the time, we even though we respect Atagra, but we have to analyze and criticize his work. But it's not. We did not blame his work.
Right.
This is, in my opinion, research ethics.
Thank you, Vanessa. Okay, here your discussion is mainly concerned with literature review, especially, right? In doing our literature review, right, we should not blame other scholars, right? Previous scholars, other authors. We should not blame here. Later, yeah, I will highlight this point, right? Okay, thank you, Vanessa, for your insightful discussion. Yeah, I am very happy to hear your voice. Thank you. Now, okay, here is my sharing. Research ethics mean here like whenever our dear brother Anuruddha, like here moral principle, right? Moral principle. In every area where we need the moral principle. In the research ethics, especially we can say like a protocol, right? A university protocol and other principles. So another one here, good behaviors, right? So here, research ethics means moral principles of good behaviors which have to follow by a researcher in the academic work. If you do a research, if you want to be a good researcher, we need to follow research ethics and we need to be a good behavior. We need to conduct a good behavior. So briefly, we can express research ethics is here, professional standards. This is the meaningful one in our academic study, right? Because we are now, we could be called researcher, right? PhD student, you all PhD students are the researcher, right? It is the highest height level of your study, right? Researcher. So after complete of your doing research, you are called professor, professional. Yeah, you in your career, you are called the professional in writing, professional in reading, like that. But you are not following the research ethics. You here, when you do not follow the professional standard, the standard will show the researcher's honesty and dignity. So it is said that you have no research. Right? You have no dignity because you are dishonest. You do not follow the research ethics in your academic work. Right? In your academic work. Okay. How some researchers, how they do not follow the standard. Sometimes it is intentionally or sometimes it is unintentionally, right? They couldn't follow in everywhere. So some intentionally commits shows the dignity of the researcher, right? Dignity of the researcher. For example, I am not honesty. I have no honesty. I am not honesty in my doing research. In like whenever our discussion, in the session of my literature review, I blame some scholars or I blame some attackers without mentioning their strengths, their good point. We press their weak point and find the gap from their weak point. Yeah, it means we hide the good point of the author, but we fight the bad point of the author. Just mentioning like this in the literature review. So in this case, I am not honest. So when you read my thesis, you see such a point. Okay, you regard me. Whenever Rajinda is very bad scholar, because he always fight like this, right? Because of my dishonesty. So I have no dignity in the academic field. Right? In my professional life, I have no standard. So that is called professional standard. Right? Research ethics mean here, short and precise, we can say professional ethics. Professional standard. So this is the brief explanation about what is research ethics. So here, the second point, why do we need to follow the research ethics? Because you yourself can realize in writing thesis, we cannot do alone, right? We cannot do alone. We couldn't avoid others' words or ideas. Because you see, first of all, you have the university and your professors, right? And your supervisors, and the academic committee, like this, right? You couldn't avoid them. Right? You cannot stay aside of them. So your work is collaboration together with the students and other previous scholars and university professors, like this. So when we do a research, we couldn't avoid other words or ideas. So we have to connect with others' previous work, or we have to collaborate with the university professor or your supervisor, at least your supervisor, right? So in this regard, we need to follow research ethics. One should be followed by a good researcher in doing our academic research. Here, for that point here, I will show a diagram that is not included in your slide last night, right? This is my slide. Here you see, here is your research student, right? Yes, your research student. I mean, when we start to do research, we couldn't stay aside, right? We should not stay alone in the room, right? Yeah, we should not aside from the scholars or from the peers. Here you see several points here. At least for a student, for a research student, at least he needs supervisors, at least, right? Supervisor. And then here left side you see university authorities. So you should you have to connect with the university authorities, right? So you need to follow rules and regulations from the university authority also. And then from the university, you need to associate with the professors and lecturers, right? And then here peers and participation. So I mean you should not here stay alone. That is my just opinion, right? You should not stay alone. Sometimes in the in the modern age, right? We can find reach of the data in the room, but don't forget to go to the library, right? E-library, yeah. But e-library is by reading the book from the e-sources, right? Just thinking you alone. You yourself think for that sources. You yourself collect the data and you yourself evaluate by your own understanding. But in the academic space, in the academic atmosphere, like a library, but not our library. Not only our idea, right? We can receive from other scholars, other students, other peers, other peers. So, yeah, I have a lot of idea to create such a kind of academic atmosphere, but so far I couldn't do like this, right? And then another here participant, that is like such a kind of experimental research, right? Survey, in the case of survey or interview for the experimental research. Now our research, most of Buddhist study do research library based, right? Library based research, is a documentary research. But other science or other side of research, they do survey or interview. This is called experimental research. So in this case, we need not only us, interviewer, huh? And then another person, another participant interviewing, right? Such a kind of person, you collect the data from them. You couldn't aside from then such a kind of experimental research. In this case, you need to connect with the at least supervisor, university authority, professor, lecturers, and other participants in your doing research. That is from the left side. Okay, you have no idea to connect with them. Okay, no need to go to the office or university authority. Okay, you need to follow the lecture from the professor. Okay, no problem. You need to discuss with your friends, peers, or you have no idea of interviewing. Okay, this like you can forget. You can forget. But here, from the library-based students, we couldn't, especially in Buddhist study, we couldn't avoid such a kinds of participants, others of the primary sources, and others of the secondary sources, previous researcher. Based on this knowledge, we do our research. So, in this case, when we start to do research, right, we need to connect with the first, at least with the supervisor, and then here primary sources for our Buddhist study, right? Secondary sources, here primary sources from the Pali Athagara Diga according to our tradition. Here secondary sources, other writers, other authors. And here previous research unpublished, some books are unpublished in the university, right? Here other primary and secondary are published sources, right? Published sources. Here some of the previous research are unpublished. Such kinds of sources and data you couldn't avoid. So you have an idea to write a thesis. So you yourself decide what area I am interested. What area I am interested. So for that you couldn't you couldn't enough by imaging alone, right? By imaging yourself. So we need to go to the library and find the sources. Like this. So here we couldn't avoid such a kind of participant. So here, therefore, we do not. We could not avoid other works or ideas. We have to connect with the others previous scholar, right? So here two sides, you can see two sides. So for that point, right? For that point, I would like to show in a comparative way the meaning of research and our works, how connected, how related the meaning of research and our work. Okay, this is also one session to do my observation. What is the meaning of research? I believe most of the MA students last year, they could catch my idea. What is research or what is no research? Okay, please, one of the MA students. What is research or what is not research? What is research or what is not research? By highlighting this point here, I will show in comparative way. What is research?
Previous your lectures, I don't know.
I don't know.
In my memory, I'm sorry, I don't know in my memory. So now, research me to find yes a new knowledge or to source our research program.
That That is the purpose of research, not the meaning of research. Whatever. Okay, please, one hand.
It is this is my opinion.
Memory.
Yes, a memory. I'm sorry, I don't know. Yes,
Okay.
so research me
Not because of your memory.
yes to research me observe. Yes, sorry. How to say?
Okay, whenever that is not because of you, that is not because of your memory, but because of my skill. Okay. Another one. PhD also can discuss.
Is intensive investigation of a subject.
Investigation, right?
Intensively.
Okay, like here.
Anything else?
Investigation of
Subject.
subject. Right? Yeah, investigation of subject. This is the research, right? What is research?
Yeah.
Okay. Here is no. What is not research first? We need to investigate. What is no research?
Data collection.
Just copying the QUOTATI1 quotations. Here copy means here collecting, like you said, data collection, right? Not just collecting the quotations. Here quotation means you see you up and you have already no quotation taking from one sutta or taking from another Pali or Athakatha, like this, right? From other sources. And then it means research is not just collecting the quotation. You mean you study about the Four Noble Truths. At the time, about the Four Noble Truths. Yeah, in there, the Maccakapurana Sutta, the Buddha said, copy with the quotation, right? And then, in the Sulavirana Sutta, Bhanuva Bhikkhuni Dhammadena Thiri explain like that, right? You just copying from one book to another book. Know your comment, know your idea. Just copying the quotations from the several sources. It is not research. It's called data collection, right? In one book, the research methodology by Ranjit Kumara, it is said data dam, right? Data dam. So this is from the primary, so you can understand. Primary, from the primary. Here, another one. Research is not rewriting. Rewriting others' idea. Others' words or idea. Okay, it means rewriting others' words or idea mean like in the study of the Four Noble Truths. Here, the other scholar, whenever Vapula Rahula comment about the Four Noble Truths, blah blah blah. And then whenever Bhikkhu Analayo state about the Four Noble Truths like this, blah blah blah. You rewrite others' idea, right? You rewrite the other's idea. This is also not research, right? This is also not research. In rewriting way, you have several ways, like paraphrasing, summarizing, synthesizing, quoting, direct copying, right? Quoting like this. Okay. In this way, you rewrite other scholars' idea. It is not also research. And then the last one is research is not defense. Not defense one's own idea. Research is not defense one's own idea. Sometimes we try to keep our side, right? We try to keep our concept. Other time we defend other ideas. So fight. So we hide some point and we fight some other scholars' point, and then we express our concept. Just showing or just mentioning our own idea is not also research. It means you can write your own knowledge and your own creation. It is like a novel, not research. Right? So here is your primary. This one, rewriting other words is secondary. Secondary, so the here primary, so the secondary. So here, own idea. Actually, we need own idea in the research. That is called your own contribution or own evaluation. Your own comment, your own evaluation. So research is not just collecting the quotation from the primary source. It is not research, right? Just rewriting other words or other ideas from the secondary source is not research. And then defending our own idea or our own concept is not research. It is not research. But by collaborating these 3 points, by compiling these 3 points, it may research. Right? So in Myanmar, Myanmar researchers, they used to say that copying from one book is mistake. You are thief. But copying from several books is your research. So we need these 3 points: quotation, also other ideas, also our own idea. So combining these combination of these 3 points, it makes your research. So how to make? To combine these 3 points, primary, secondary, and your own comment. Okay. Combining these 3 points, how to make a good research? Okay. Please, one of your banner. Okay, please. Combination of these 3 points, how to make a good research?
I hope these 3 themes are proportionally combination, maybe research. Some are primary to put in our dissertation, secondary, and uncommon or evaluation. These are 3 types of in proportional, in here, in there, and other research ethics.
Lazy here and there, right?
Maybe I hope.
Right, that's a great idea. Okay. Thank you, anyway. Okay. Yeah, I want to play or clapping, right? Okay, anyway, please. How to create a good research by combining these 3 points?
Actually, in my opinion, I think I would like to add one thing apart from the 3, primary, secondary, and our own comment, because to begin a good research, that is not to be a good one. Especially we need a critical analysis of primary and secondary while we give in a comment, because that in giving a comment, in commenting on primary and secondary, we need to examine how our conclusions or comments are reliable and logical. That is why I would like to add to be one thing to critical analysis. To that is another feature apart from the three things.
Right. Great idea. Okay, thank you very well. Okay. Not only the simple combination of these 3 points here, he discussed, our dear whenever Uddamapiya discussed, we need another critical analysis or critical interpretation to get our own comments. Okay. So this is the, what is not research here, huh? Research is the investigation, a systematic investigation of one subject or one problem or one question, right? That is investigation of the subject. What is research here? Okay, later I will show. Here, by combining of these 3 points, we can make a good research. So we can understand from the paragraph writing style or essay writing style, right? Normally here we can see the paragraph writing style. Yeah, in the paragraph writing, we need the first, what is it? What sentence? Topic sentence, right? And then second, supporting sentence. Supporting sentence, and then concluding sentence, right? Concluding sentence. In the style of this writing, our own comment, where should we place? Where? Topic sentence. Topic sentence should be your own creation, right? Own creation, what you understand the subject, right? Like you study the 4 novel too, about the 4 novel too. At the time, by observing or by studying about the 4 noble truth, you create your own topic, your own sentence. The 4 noble truth is the head of the Buddhist teaching, like this. This is your own creation, like this, right? Actually, it is not your own words, own idea. It has already discovered by others. The 4 noble truth is the head of the Buddhist teaching. So this is your own comment here, topic sentence. And then supporting sentence, what should be supporting sentence? Right, primary and secondary. For that statement, right? For that statement, you collect the data from the primary, the data from the secondary, with the explanation or other argument or evidence, right? You can get the source from the data from the primary and secondary sources. This is for your supporting, right? This is for your supporting sentence, like explanation or evidence, also like this. Here, not only like our Venerable Uddamapiya said, not only just copying from the sources, we need the same creation here. Okay, before we go there, okay, we need to conclude this one. How is the concluding sentence? What should be from these 3 points for the concluding sentence? Your own or your own comment, your own evaluation, right? Here, your own evaluation. Your own evaluation. This evaluation or comment come from where?
From primary and secondary.
Right, from your observation. Here, this one, primary and secondary. Primary and secondary. So by collecting the data from the primary, collecting data from the secondary, the data collection, after collection, what is it? What should we do? Analyze, data analyze. The data collection about the Four Noble Truths in the Chula Vedana Sutta, in the Dhammacakka Purana Sutta. Yeah, we got the data from several sutta or from the primary and the several evidence or several reasons from the secondary, but not enough by quality, right? We need to analyze words by words, parts by parts, right? Like a phrase by phrase, paragraph to paragraph from our data collection about the Four Noble Truths here. So we need, based on this, our collecting data, we need to do analyze the data, and then by analyzing, you understand which word is for this meaning, which word is for this statement, like this. So in this stage, you do data interpretation. Data interpretation. This is your understanding by analyzing the data. This is your understanding. Based on this understanding, what should you do? You make a comment, right? This is your own comment, own evaluation. This is the stage of what research. Research is not here. This is not research. Research is the systematic investigation that includes data collection, data analysis, data interpretation, data evaluation, and your own contribution. Together, such a kinds of factors that it makes your good research. Without just copying, it's not research, right? Without rewriting other people's idea, other scholars' idea, it's not research. Just mention your own idea, just creating your own idea, because you are very sharp and you are very bright. At the time you create some philosophy or some idea, just mention your own idea is not research. Research should be like a systematic investigation together with the data collection, data analysis, data interpretation, or the data analyzing, data interpretation, data evaluation, and your own contribution. Without your own contribution, no need to do research. Just copying from, just collecting data about the Four Noble Truths from here and there. You submit the thesis without no comment or without your own contribution, right? It is not research. For example, one of our peers, when Venerable Monks do his research about the contribution of Lady Sayadaw in Myanmar Buddhism, he do research this area. Before he do this research, he did not survey the data from other sites. So he think it is his own research. He is the pioneer research like this. But actually, it has already submit this thesis like this area from the at the other university. So he couldn't make his own contribution beyond the previous researcher. He did not get any other contribution more than the previous researcher. So he couldn't complete his research right now. This is one of the examples. Before you select your research topic, you need to investigate which topics has done from other university, which topic has done from other university. Sometimes we do not find such a kinds of observation. So we think, it is my first writing. But it is over our hand. It is not our hand. So we think, it is my first writing. Actually, most of the area about the Buddhist study have already done from other scholars. So we should find the gap from the previous scholars, and we should try to get our own contribution. Without no new contribution, it is not research, just a data collection, data done. Right? Data done. Over 100 or 250 pages. That is just copying the data from the primary source, from the secondary source, like this, right? Okay. Because of my talking, this screen against me here. Okay, so now it is time to break, right? It is time to take the break. Okay, thank you. 10 minutes, right?